I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with your ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Okay, here we go. What up? It is the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Tuesday. That's what day it is, right?
Happy
Yes,
Tuesday. Yes,
it's Tuesday.
I know we kind of left you hanging there for a second. Like, happy Tuesday, Tuesday.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it's kind of rolling through my head. I'm like, I gotta get this straight. It's been crazy.
Definitely is Tuesday. 2 weeks till Fat Tuesday.
That's right.
Woohoo.
Little Mardi Gras action for you on deck, Virginia.
Woohoo.
Mm-hmm. Did see it is carnival season. People going all kinds of crazy, doing all their stuff. When is it that you're going to be heading there? I know you were talking about the meetup at your friend's bar.
Yes, that meetup happens on Mardi Gras, but I
Okay.
leave on not this Friday, but next Friday.
Okay. I'm sure you're very excited. Do you drive?
We do. We drive
My goodness.
because we bring a lot of stuff back. We bring
Okay.
a bunch of beads back so we can throw them in other parades.
Okay, so titties out. I'm sorry, you can't talk about beads, Mardi Gras, and then all of a sudden I'm not supposed to think tits.
How do you get the beads?
You just look cute and wave.
Oh, really? That's it? You don't have to
Yeah.
show up the tatas to get it?
No, not where I go. We
Okay.
go in an area that's all families, uptown. It's still fun. It's still a raging party, but titties are in the French Quarter on Bourbon Street. Like,
Okay.
It's kind of like doing the Keys. You can do an adult Keys West trip or you can do a family Keys West trip. There's two different kind of versions to go.
yeah.
You're going family style.
We do the wholesome side of Mardi Gras. We don't do the titty side.
Okay.
Have you ever done the unwholesome side of Mardi Gras?
I mean, we've gone down there, but I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It's a lot.
It's kind of yucky.
It's a lot.
They have a lot of crime down there, right? There's a lot of people that, because I do remember I've been to New Orleans before. In fact, the first time I ever went, and my buddy lost his camera. So it seemed like they have a lot of professional pickpockets and the such there that are taking advantage of drunk tourists who are negligent with their cash and credit cards and belongings.
Absolutely. And we don't go in those touristy areas. Now, on Mardi Gras Day, we will venture into the French Quarter because I love to see the costumes.
Okay.
That, to me, is one of the best things about Mardi Gras Day is the costumes. But the goal is to get there early and then leave early. You know, we're done by like 3
Yeah.
4 We don't want to be out late.
I would say as soon as the Cloak of Night comes out, I feel like anything goes at that point.
Yeah, that's just, like any town, it becomes more dangerous after dark. And especially with so many people that unfortunately want to prey on drunk tourists.
Oh, yeah, I'd be easy pickings.
Hit in the head with a brick and raped.
Oh, my gosh. And then still getting up. All right, let me get our drink.
He walks off a rape.
Well, I mean,
It's impressive.
It is impressive.
Yeah. What do you think is the best event annually in America for pickpockets?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because you've got Times Square for New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's Eve, Times Square, everybody's huddled all up on each other.
Yeah. And they are good at picking your pocket in New York City.
You know, because you had it done to you.
Yeah, I did.
what about Chi-Town?
I don't know about the pickpockets there. I haven't heard the stories. Probably the event that they would get you most might be St. Patrick's Day, because they will dye the Chicago River green. A lot of people will be out there, but I've not heard stories of it being rampant with pickpockets, but it could be. Chicago Lulu is in there, and I think she's saying nope to it. So
Okay, shit. If you are Chicago Lulu and you're not from Chicago, I don't know if I can trust you.
Chicago Lulu sounds like she knows what's up.
And I feel like if you grew up in Chicago, you got a little bit grit. You got some grit to you.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, someone is saying St. Patrick's Day in Savannah. Now, they're saying it's amazing. That's what Meredith is saying. But I have seen photos of River Street, and I love Savannah. I do not know that I would do River Street for St. Patrick's Day. It looked like one of those levels where you cannot move at all. Now, again, there's a difference between a place being completely packed and then it being riddled with pickpockets.
Yeah.
And I think they're two separate things. Not every event that's packed means that there's a ton of pickpockets taking all your cash. I've even heard that, I think it was Ultra, that my daughter was telling me that is notorious for people just going in there because people are on drugs and out of their mind and it's packed and it's easy that they are stealing phones at least right and left out of that place.
I could see that.
It's so because half the people are taking off their clothes anyway. It's like, oh, here's my wallet, my shorts, my phone.
Yeah. So those would be the ones that I would think would be the most crazy. But then, you see even some international events and you kind of wonder, okay, what is that like? You ever seen like the running of the bulls?
Oh my gosh. That's horrifying. I could not go to that.
I would think when you got bulls going by, you're probably worried more about your life than you are your wallet. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're watching the street. You're watching the bulls. You're not watching your pocket.
And do you think the bulls like doing that? Do they like chasing after a group of people and trying to...
They seem to enjoy goring people.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Trying to gore son of a biscuits.
Yeah. I think they're just getting out their aggression.
Well, because they're in a pen all day, and they're probably just thinking,
bull.
They're just thinking, oh, you're so big and bad on the other side of that pen. Just if I ever got out of this thing. And then they open the gate, and they're like going, seriously?
I'm out?
Like, this is everything I've dreamed for.
Let's gore.
I bet there's a lot of animals that go, you know what, if I get out of this fucking prison.
If you ever give me a shot, that's the one day they swing the gate open, and then right in front of them, like, seriously? All I got to do, like, I can come and try to gore you? Let's do it. Away I go.
This is the day I've been preparing for.
Oh, my gosh. I've been sharpening my horns. This one's going right up your sphincter. He knows how to make it count. Yeah, so I know there are a lot of things like that, but it's definitely a fun event. Now, when it comes to Jazz Fest in New Orleans, is that a pickpocket's dream or is that a different tone and environment?
I would say Jazz Fest is a little bit more subdued than Mardi Gras. I mean, yeah, you're still partying and drinking and listening to music, but most areas of Jazz Fest aren't cramped, crowded. Mm-hmm. Now, for the big acts, when we saw Chris Stapleton, it was packed and crowded. And yeah, you had to hold on to your wallet.
Yeah.
When you got pickpocketed or mugged or whatever happened to you, do you remember who did it or the moment, or do you just all of a sudden you went to reach for your wallet and it was gone?
I went to go get my wallet and it was gone. Then I played back in my head what was happening. I remember there was somebody on my left side that kept elbowing me and pushing me. I'm like, you son of a... And then my wallet was in my right side, and I kind of pieced it together. I don't know for certain, but I figured they were a tandem. Somebody was getting my attention on the left side while somebody was... And they, that's what I'd heard because that's when I got the whole lowdown. I'm like, I can't believe it. They're like, would they work in teams? People are like, oh, yeah. And that's when somebody was telling me, and maybe they're messing with me because I didn't know any better, but they were telling me they had basically pickpocket schools in New York City, and they would put bells on the pockets, and that's how they would train. If you could take a wallet out of a pocket without ringing the bell, that's how you knew you were really ready to go out there and get it.
M. Night Shyamalan ending, the person telling Kevin about how the pickpocketing, works is the one that pickpocketed him. Damn.
It was an inside job.
Yeah, it was my promotions director. I'd be like, dude.
You dick.
I'm an unpaid intern. What an asshole.
What a dick.
What a dick. You pickpocketed the guy that doesn't make any money.
That's a tough town right there.
That is a tough town, man. They don't care.
Is that a very good criminal either? That's not who you want to rob.
Yeah, tough. Well, got a lot of iguana talk going on. Boy, the videos were crazy yesterday with people picking up iguanas. And, even right here, you see the kids loving it.
Wow.
Picking up the iguanas. Now, I thought the iguanas, didn't somebody say they got some kind of bacteria or they got something on their skin and
I
you
wouldn't
really
touch them.
shouldn't be touching them because you can get all that kind of stuff. Aiden, Lacey Reed, it says, Mommy's baby boy. It says these are some of the 31 we rounded up.
Wow, 31.
Yeah, now there was a guy that was making a video. It was a great video, but he was like talking. He's like, they're falling out of the trees and kablunk, kablunk, kablunk. They were kind of falling all around. I'm like, I couldn't figure out how he did it. I mean, maybe he's a master of AI, but it looked like a real video. And I was like, wow, did he just pick it to the right place, right time?
I saw that one of the iguana playing piano. I'm like, I think this one might be AI.
Yeah. But they got me because one of the people we work with, another one of our coworkers, like, look, he had like 8 to 10 iguanas in his. I was like, I can't believe that's crazy. I'm like, well, she's like, oh, it's just AI. I'm like, oh, so I think there's almost something you could do where you took a photo of yourself and it'd make it look like you had an armful of iguanas.
Yeah, I think I saw someone else do that where
Iguana filter?
Yeah, there's AI iguana. Don't fall for it. It's not real.
I believe nothing anymore on social media.
It's hard to. It really is. Because every single hour, it feels like AI is getting better.
You're right.
And Mary Beth from Lake Worth Beach, she said, in case the Facebook link doesn't work, found this photo. Florida state record iguana isn't just big, it's huge. Andrew Morales' 6 foot, 17-pound iguana is a dinosaur in the modern world. Look at that thing.
Whoa.
Dude, they are getting bigger. Even here at work, me and Denny's have noticed sometimes we like to take a walk by the lake. They are some big son of a guns out there, and they are not sweating humans.
It's crazy.
It's horrifying because, yeah, that thing is as big as a gator.
It's a fucking dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Got Aubrey, who took a little trip, said a big old thank you very much for mentioning how the Logan Walmart has the cheapest and largest section of Bigfoot shirts. We live close to Dayton, Ohio, and we had to go to Athens for a hockey tournament before the huge snowstorm. Luckily, we didn't get stuck in Athens and got 6 Bigfoot T-shirts for like $50.
Okay.
They even had cheap kids Bigfoot shirts. Amazing. We also took pictures with all the Bigfoot cutouts we found exploring Athens and Logan. Yeah, since I've left, my town really went in on the Bigfoot stuff. That's, I guess, inside I don't even think I've ever been in that super Walmart in Logan.
Oh, I would ask if they're selling that at the store. I go, what do I got to do to get that thing out of the store and get it off your hands?
What is that, like a wood cutout Bigfoot, I think?
Yes, it's giving me a Bigfoot boner. Oh, my gosh, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they do. That Walmart has a ton of Bigfoot stuff. In fact, right when you walk in, that was the first thing I saw. I go, all right, Bigfoot in Logan.
They're leaning into it because they know it sells.
That's why I think that's why that festival did so well. People, I think that area is becoming known for.
Yeah, well, and you can even say they accentuate the Hocking Hills, which is beautiful. You have some of the best caves, and it's a nice area, and yeah, so for travel and tourism, it's really starting to become known, and it is a great place. I think you'd love that. So there's a lot of cool little lodges and things like that. With the Airbnb really taking off, my wife and I have kind of looked, and there are some pretty awesome. They used to have kind of like A-frames. You ever seen an A-frame house?
I love those A-frame like cabin houses.
Yeah, and they really kind of started going, and people were, because now they've got a bypass of one town, and so you can get to Columbus pretty quick. And so a lot of people with some actual money were getting those and refabbing them and putting them up. I saw one had a basketball court in it. We're like, we got to stay at that one. That's badass.
A lot of them too aren't. They're almost turnkey to make and put up. They're not. You think a log cabin's going to take months and months. They have a system to where they get that shit done really quick.
That's cool.
They were taking. Have you ever seen where they take the containers for like a semi truck?
Yeah, shipping container.
Yeah, they were taking shipping containers and making houses out of that. They'd stack 2 or 3 on top of each other in different directions.
Get a welder in there and cut out like holes, and
and
it's
then they
crazy.
build decks, wood decks connecting them all, because that's the one thing you want, because a lot of it you're going to be secluded in a nice little area. That's the only thing. I don't think you get great cell service and all that out there. But
It's so bizarre you're bringing that up. I just watched a whole 20-minute video about people making log cabin houses, and yeah, they're very cozy.
yeah, so they do a lot of that out there. So if you ever decide to go, and I would stay in the Hocking Hills, and you can venture into Logan and get some Bigfoot shirts.
Some of them tiny houses too, which by the way aren't so tiny no more. They're becoming almost as much as a real house.
Right.
But they are some tricked out houses that look really cool. And if you're a person that does not need a lot of space, if you did live alone, a tiny house, you easily could totally have that and be enough room.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We almost have a tiny house now. So, I got a small little starter house, and, my neighbors and everybody, they moved away. They're going, dude, you going to stay in this tiny ass house? I'm like, I'm going to stay in the tiny ass house. I'm like, I don't need a lot of extra room.
Look, the bigger it is, the more you got to do.
No, you're
Tiny
right.
ass house, tiny ass bills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And tiny ass projects.
Yeah. I see people, too, that just when they get a bigger house, they start filling it with junk. I'm like, I don't need a lot of stuff. What am I doing? I'm going to buy stuff that I'll use once and throw it in a room, and what am I doing?
Yeah, I think people who buy junk and put it up in their house, they're assholes.
No, if you use it, good for you.
I'm just kidding.
If you have a house like a museum, you need to charge admission.
I again, it's not fully operational, and I think you're overselling it. I think people are going to be like, this is what Virginia's talking about. It's not that big of a deal.
Whatever people think your house is, I'm telling you, it's more.
I want to try to get a roller coaster, a small one. I know the permits are going to be tough, and it's pretty much not going to happen. But fuck yeah, I want a roller coaster.
So have you given up on the tunnel dream?
I'll never give up on a tunnel dream, ever.
What if the roller coaster, a part of it was in a tunnel?
You don't think I thought about that?
RJ said Kevin Hocking Hills is having a hippie fest in August. Lots of bands and food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, they've kind of figured it out. My little hometown, the main street, it looks like Back to the Future.
I
you
love
remember that
that
little town that they had?
Yes.
It kind of looks like that. And so they're kind of fixing it up a little bit. And there seems like they're doing some festivals and stuff like that when the weather's decent and they have all the tourists come in because they're looking for something to do.
I had a different opinion with all your stories going into Logan or in that area. And when I got there, it's very, very, it's a nice area.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's, like I said, the people there don't have a lot of money, but I think that's changing. Again, my perspective is 30 years old, so I think it's changed. I think there's been a little bit of money that's coming in there, and like everything, the rich people are coming in and pushing all the poor people out. So I can't find anywhere to go, Virginia.
I think we got to go to Iowa.
I'm not going to Iowa.
Where are the poor people going next?
Oh, Iowa keeps getting brought up in my life. What are we doing in Iowa? Something is going down in Iowa for some reason.
You're going to do it alone because I ain't going.
That's a solo dream. Yeah.
Go live your dream. I am not going to Iowa.
How bummed out would you be if you found out, I got to move to Iowa?
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time in Iowa. I went with a girlfriend that I had one time. We went to her grandparents' small little town. And I was early 20s, so I had a different sense of adventure. And it's real quiet. Like there was nothing to do. So
you were so sad.
And I came from a town where there was nothing to do. But yeah, it's but it's lovely. People are fantastic, very quiet. If that's your living, go for it, baby.
After porking is done, the whole day is shot. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Did you get to pork in her grandparents' house? Probably not.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
No, there was
I don't see that happening.
no porking going on. No, we had separate rooms and all that. So
Okay.
I kept it respectful for the grandparents. I got this email, says, not sure if you've seen or heard about it yet, but there is a new series on Amazon Prime called Steel, Steal. It's got the actress Sophie Turner in it from Game of Thrones. I've attached the overview of what the show is about, but I'm one episode in, and let me tell you, it hooked me.
Really?
It's a very good, thrilling series so far now. Me and my daughter can't wait to get home and watch an episode tonight. The overview: an ordinary office worker, Zara, finds herself at the heart of a heist. A typical worker day at a pension fund investment company is upended when a gang of violent thieves burst in and force Zara and her best mate, Luke to execute their demands. Okay.
Ooh.
That's the premise.
They're making them do the dirty work by gunpowder, it sounds like.
Okay.
Much like it seems like old times.
Yeah.
I saw Jason Bateman has got a show that's coming up, and I pretty much love about everything he's done, the Ozarks and all that. And it's got the guy from Stranger Things who was with Lily Allen. He's in it. And just from the previews, they seem like they're just regular middle-aged guys who get into threesomes or something like that, and it goes south, and the guy from Stranger Things ends up dead, but it seems like it's really perverse and all that kind of stuff. Like Jason Bateman, I think, really likes some dark, twisted stuff. Like he just did that movie I didn't watch. Maybe it's called The Bear or something like that. Remember we were talking about how it was dark and gritty? It was a movie that came out.
Yes, it was. Yes, I remember what you're talking about. I mean, he did. He played a bad guy. And I told you about The Gift, which is dark and fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he's able to deliver that. And the things that's why I said, you know, a lot of things about Bateman I've been hearing in interviews of people who used to work with him. Now, when he was younger, he could have changed and been a little bit more, you know, evolved into a better person. But he used to throw trash at people that, you know, he won a job over another kid. And I forget what, I think it was Little House on the Prairie. He took the one kid's job and they both still went to the acting school together. And he was going, hey, find any new jobs lately? And would throw trash at the kid.
Oh.
So he was he had a reputation of being a dick, and Todd Bridges and somebody else beat his ass and threw him in a dumpster because he went on their set and was being a dick to them because he was on Silver Spoons. So that's why I had mentioned that, because people were going, Jason Bateman, he's not a dick. I love him. What are you talking about, Bird? Those are the stories. That
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A lot of his more recent roles, he's been the bad guy or a sinister dude or just, you know, very troubled individual. Seems like he's going through that walk right now. And I don't know if I can follow him because I'm just too soft.
Also, too, I wouldn't say Ozark is, you know, a happy watch.
No, I loved Ozark. I thought it played well for him. He was kind of the straight guy in that was in a tough situation that was, you know, kind of still trying to get his way out. So I kind of related a little bit more to that. I'm like, all right, could almost see that. Yeah, some of the other stuff that it seems like he's doing, he's just, you know, he's
Bad to the bone.
Yeah, but I mean, good for him. I mean, it's, you know, I would never imagine him in a bad guy role, but that's what he's doing a lot of right now.
That's why, I mean, The Gift is a fucked up movie. The ending is going to make you feel weird, but he does a good job of being a weirdo. He's a good actor. I think he's got that layer or that level of darkness he can go to be creepo on the screen.
I like it.
Okay, yeah. The new show that he has, it looks like it's DTF St. Louis.
Oh no.
It's going to be on HBO, and that's what he said. David Harbour is the name of the guy that is from Stranger Things. And Linda Cardellini's in it, who I love her too. She's really good. She was Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies, and she's done other smaller projects. Yeah, I really love everything she's in. So she's in it as well. And so he's saying to the David Harbour guy, he's like, well, I mean, she's DTF. And he's like, what's DTF? And he's like, you know, down to, and so so it seems like they're pretty straight edge dudes that get into a sick, twisted kind of perverse world. And then, you know, the David Harbour guy winds up dead. It's in the preview. So I guess that's how they drag you in. It's not like a spoiler alert.
Right.
DTF, down two finger. I was trying to clean it up.
Junior high. That was DTF. And another show that I saw is getting renewed and is going to be coming back is the one that was done by John Hamm. And he does interesting. A lot of times he's kind of either does comedic stuff or he plays a great dick too, doesn't he?
Such a great dick. And again, I'm not sure he's acting.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it. If he's really a dick, it's like, all right, you know what? You know your craft and go with it.
He does play, you're right though. He plays a great dick. Him and Mad Men, that show, he made that show.
Yeah. And it says Apple renewed Your Friends and Neighbors for a third season months before the second season's debut. It's going to return for season 2 on April 3rd on Apple TV, beginning with one episode followed by weekly releases through June 12th. It follows John Hamm as Andrew Cooper, a suburban father turned thief. I think because I saw the first season and I liked it okay, but it was kind of dark and troubling. You know, I tell you, Ted Lasso, you feel easy and light,
airy.
Yes, and sometimes watching those, I don't know. I felt kind of dark, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like I need to scrub off after
It's
that
on
one.
me like a stink.
Right.
There's certain shows you watch and it kind of makes you feel it's good. It's well done. There's a show on HBO. It's older. It's called 6 Feet Under, and it's about the father. He passes away in the first episode, and I just started watching it after my mom died.
Oh.
But it was really good.
It's a great show. It's all about death.
It is. It was heavy, but there was good messages in there that helped me, but it also made me very, very sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
HBO does a great job. That whatever he's involved with, that'll be a good series.
Some other things that going to be coming out. And I thought this was kind of interesting. Did you guys ever see that Mystery Science Theater?
Yes.
3000 when it came out. It was odd. It was like a robot in a gumball machine or something like that. And they would like just comment on really like bad B movies and make fun of them. Riff Tracks and Shout Studios launched a Kickstarter campaign. And they set a $20,000 goal, but raised over $350,000. And they're trying to bring the show back. And they've been wanting to do it for a while, but they couldn't get anybody that believed in it. And they said, but it's odd. They have a passionate audience that love that show. I would say it's a cult classic.
Sure.
For people that had seen it, because they're already reviewing cult movies in a sense, the B ones. But I remember it being legit funny. I remember a couple times, like, these guys are pretty funny.
I think they had a whole thing either on Comedy Central. They had a good run.
I think it was on Comedy Central. Yeah, I was like, it's not bad. So I think it's kind of interesting that they're using that as a way to come back. So it's clever what people are doing these days.
Yeah, Kickstarter is very clever.
Jack said, I listened to several podcasts and recently noticed that iHeartRadio podcasts have an intro that says iHeart Podcast Guaranteed Human. I do not know, but are there podcasts that are only an AI? I know that some shorts and reels have been narrated by AI, but I'm not aware of any sports podcasts that are all AI.
Sports I can't speak upon, but yes, there are starting to become AI podcasts.
Yeah, and I think iHeart was just getting out in front of it, and they were staking their claim early on that they believe in real talent, real humans actually delivering stuff for you. And so as a statement, they were making that. And I think that's kind of where you are right now, where companies, YouTube, whatever it has to be, they have to decide what is going to be their rules for AI. Because if it's not marked, to me, I'm okay with the AI content, but it should be clearly marked as AI. Because legitimately, there are a lot of people that just don't see the difference. My wife, she's always showing me something. She's like, can you believe this? And it was like a Lion Country safari place. And it was a news report. And this girl, they said, don't get out of the car. She got out of the car. And they had an AI video with a lion that had her by the head and was flinging her body around. And it's on the news. And I'm like, she's like, can you believe that? She's like, I don't know if that's Lion Country Safari. She's like, that's a big story. I'm like, there's no way that's real. I'm like, they're not going to show a girl with a lion's jaws around its head. And I said, yeah, it looks like a news report, but you can almost see now.
You can fake it.
They look too perfect. The news reporters look too perfect. And I said, yeah, it says news, but where is it? Is it News 7 in what city?
Right.
Like, where is this from? It didn't give you any descriptions. I said, they're not going to put something that graphic on the news. And yeah, sure enough, it was, BS. But
well, I love YouTube, and I think a number came out pretty recently that at least 30% of the content that's on YouTube is AI created.
30%?
Yes. And I note at first I didn't recognize it. Let's say you want to just watch a story and it gets you with clickbait titles. You're like, oh my gosh, I click on that. And then it starts to do a thing where it starts reading something to Wikipedia. P. Diddy grew up and blah, blah, blah. You're like, all right, 4 minutes in and he's not even at Def Jam or wherever he was at.
Right.
So there's a lot of that.
Well, I got confirmation. People have been texting me as well. I was hoping that it wasn't true, but Matthews Brewing is going to be shutting down.
What?
Yep.
Dang.
Looks like the last rock show at the brewery is going to be March 13th. All going to be free shows. And, sorry to see it go. They got Tom Petty tribute coming up, Cure, Cars, Pearl Jam tribute, Cranberries tribute. And, I had text David, who runs Matthews Brewing, just to make sure. And he said, I turned 62 last year, and I'm retiring back to my hometown of Tampa to be closer to family. Tired of the daily grind, and I'm ready to take it easy. It's not a distress sell. I just want to pivot back to Tampa. So he's created such a great space, and we were talking about that. I was talking with Denny's about it. Now, there are live music venues. There just really aren't many in South Florida that he would specialize in the rock stuff. Like I'd said, Tom Petty Cars, but you would also see Van Halen tributes. You'd see some of the, I was there last time I was there. He had a live, remember that band Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a live tribute band that was playing. And so you would hear more of the harder 80s, 90s rock tribute bands that were there. And you don't see them typically in a lot of the other places. A lot of the places you go, it's acoustic guitars. It's more kind of reggae rock or maybe a little country or something like that, but, more mainstream stuff. And so he really filled a void. He had a passion for it too. I mean, he loved two things. He's not passing, but I mean, he loves rock and he loves beer. I mean, to me, it's like I feel like I'm talking about a death here. I'm very upset to hear this. I'm very happy for David that, he gets to walk away on his own terms and do what he wants to do with his life. But I mean, I don't know how many more of these I can take, Virginia. I mean, they shut down Due South. I'm like, well, at least I got Matthews.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody will buy it from him. I mean, it's a big space.
It is.
Would somebody want to take that over?
I don't know. I'll talk to him a little bit more about it, see what he's doing. So,
but it sounds like he wants to go out on his own terms here. Is that what it sounds like?
Absolutely. It's all that. So this is a guy that it is. Look, I saw him. He was always hustling, and he did a little bit of the restaurant there as well. And so, between the two, he was just running back and forth nonstop pretty much every day. And, I mean, he would have a few little parties. I went to one that he had, a little house party. And so he would do that every now and then. But for the most part, when he was socializing, it was just at the bar, in a sense, at work. And that's your whole existence. And I had that thought. I'm like, as fun as this is, maybe after a while, you're like, just my environment's all the same. Work and party and everything else. It's the same. I'm in the same space.
Well, it's rinse, repeat on a hamster wheel. And, sometimes you want to get off that hamster wheel.
Especially if you miss family and they're in Tampa and you're here and you're like, I'm missing maybe grandkids growing up or something.
Yeah. It's a brewery in Lake Worth Beach. It's amazing because it's kind of hidden away a little bit. You have to kind of know where you're going, which really made it cool. And it's just one of those really cool places. It was one thing that made Lake Worth Beach better and unique. And so I hope somebody will step in. But I mean, somebody has that kind of passion and ability. He's really good at making beer too. I mean, they won awards like nonstop. And he had a passion for that and just made some of the best beer you'll ever have.
And it sounded like you had a passion for music, too, because you really...
Yep, those two things, beer and music, and that was it. And I was getting ready to go talk to him. I'm like, I wanted to do a live after the show there with KVJ. And so clock is ticking.
You better do it quick.
Yeah, I know. We got a month and a half. So
Matthew, are you here? We're here.
Yeah. So, happy for him. Sad for me. So... good for him. We'll see what happens with that. I'll get some more information on it, but the rumors you're hearing are true.
You could always come over to the Bird's Nest and drown your sorrows.
Okay.
If you want. That's still open.
Okay. You ain't going anywhere, huh? All right. Well, if you ever got any comments or any information, news, we always love that as well. Share it with us. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.